So tonight we got some more info on the whole Margot Robbie movie, Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Oh God, they're all hard to crack. I think we're getting very close to Pirates 6-2. We have a very good script. We developed two of them, the one with Margot Robbie and one with the younger cast. The Margot Robbie one needs a little more work. The younger cast is close. Hopefully we'll get both of them. Robbie's film is alive for me. It's alive for Disney. I'm sure she was disappointed it didn't go first, or maybe not because she's very busy, so it might be a blessing to push this a bit. We believe we'll get it made. It's a very strong story. We don't know anything about the younger cast or anything more than it's another Pirates film. Margot Robbie film apparently is going to be getting made, so that's interesting. We'll see exactly how it turns out in the future and when exactly it does actually get made. To set the stage, everything has been going completely kablooey, kazam, spadoosh over at DCU, or Warner Brothers with James Gunn and Saffron. Is it Zac Efron? I can't remember his name. But basically, we've been getting a bunch of news that Henry Cavill is out of Superman, and basically everyone else that has been the DCU and the Snyder characters, they're out after the next few movies. We're getting Aquaman 2 next year. We're getting Flashpoint next year. We're getting Shazam 2 next year. But basically all those characters are more or less done because they seem to be scrapping it and going for a younger universe. I would say kind of in the more of the vein of the New 52. If you remember, if anyone in chat or if any of you watching at home remember this. It was a big thing back, I think 2011 was when it happened. It was around the time that, oh my goodness, it's been 11 years since Henry Cavill became Superman. Wow. James Gunn replied or commented at one point, one of the things Peter, that was his name, Peter Saffron, were aware of when we took the job as heads of DC Studios was a certain minority of people online that could be, uproarious and unkind to say the least. Basically, the whole point of, let's see, it's not loading there for you, so you might be able to see it, but I don't like that reply at all. That is not a very strong, indicative reply of it's a mitigating response to say that there's going to be uproar, but it's not small. The amount of people that are upset that Henry Cavill is no longer Superman is more than a minority. I would say it's a vast majority of people that are either fans of Henry Cavill, like myself. The man is my dream person. I would gladly spend my entire rest of my life with him. And then there's plenty of people that are, just like his Superman and like the series and they like, people got a hint of the greatness that it could have been from Snyder Cut. And now people are just like, well, just so confused what's happening. But then they're like, oh no, Superman is gone. And they're getting rid of Superman? What? Why? What happened? And I don't think it's a small minority. It's definitely not. So that was something interesting that I saw about James Gunn's response. Well, obviously his response, but I think it was still a lot of oversight on his opinion, on his side, and DC's side to first, in the first place, to just sideline him and then to bring him back and then only to have him be sidelined again. There is the theory that because Henry Cavill's agent is the same as Dwayne Johnson's agent and their agent is Dwayne Johnson's wife, there's been some shenanigans going on behind the scenes that they're trying to get a power play at DC. So if some of that stuff is happening, I don't want to say that Henry per se is wanting that, but it definitely seems a little disingenuous reason to have him back, because I know plenty of people would want him back. I want him back. I'm gonna rewatch Man of Steel because of all this 8 times. I'm gonna go buy it on Blu-ray from 40 different Blu-ray stores or a convenience store. And then the other thing that I thought that I saw was this article, Indiana Jones 5 and Logan director, because the new Indiana Jones is coming out next year, and the director is the same as the director of Logan. And Logan is a great film. Great superhero film. I would probably say it's that one and maybe Joker, I would say, are like the peak cinema that you're going for like themes that are in a comic book movie. But then I've been hearing all of this rumors and all this information that they've had to reshoot the ending and that the test screenings have been terrible. There's been a lot of behind the scenes information about Indiana Jones movie that I've heard isn't good, and I'm not really too confident, but at the same time, I want to trust his words, and I want it to be a good film. But there just seems to be a lot of actual drama behind the scenes. And the drama just never really entails for a good film. If you hear about drama before a film, it's probably not very good. I mean, just any old instance, look at Don't Worry Darling. That movie has so much drama, and it just kept getting drama. More people were talking about the drama and the actors involved than they were actually about the movie. I don't even know what the story of the movie is because there was so much drama up to the movie. Alright, besides that, other thing that I saw was Invincible has been confirmed. Invincible is the superhero series from Robert Kirkman, also the head of The Walking Dead, and the animated series is getting its 2nd season next year. It's been in the works for a while, and we'll see just how it turns out in the next. We'll just have to see, because Invincible season 1 was really good. This season hopefully is really good as well. That's about all I have to say on the matter. Also, we got our first look at the new Peter Pan movie, for any of you that know what it is. So, hopefully you know what Peter Pan is. Peter Pan is a creep. He's fairly creepy. He's really creepy in the original series. The Disney version of him is a lot nicer and happier than the OG. Or even, there was a book series that I read a lot. I think I finished it, but it was called Peter and the Starcatchers. Anyways, the point is, Peter and the Starcatchers is a 5-book prequel series to the original Peter Pan. Very interesting, but it throws so much into question, and there's so many plot points that don't add up in the original story and the subsequent films of the original that it doesn't really make sense as a actual prequel. This came out in a Disney Plus promo, so this will come out at some point next year. Little intrigued, but at the same time, don't have Disney Plus. Not planning on necessarily going out of my way to get it just to watch this. But Black Clover, anime that I really, really adore, love. It was more or less, I started watching it when I was, I think, 17. A 30-second trailer for the new Black Clover movie was dropped. I can't get a link of it? What the heck? Let's see. Can I... Man, I'm really bad at catching these trailers. Oh, March 31st. Woohoo! I know what I'm watching March 31st. Oh, I did want to check trending on YouTube. Oh, real quick, if you guys are into reading comics and manga, survival story of the Sword King in a fantasy world, Great Mawa, is back. Finally, it's one of the best series, and it has 140 something chapters. Not too hard to jump into if you have the time to read, but if you have any more questions about Mawa, check out my other video.